Hello, today we're on Lincoln High Street asking the public about what they think of rewilding, if they know what it is, and whether they think large animals such as the wolves should be reintroduced into UK ecology. Have you ever heard of rewilding?
No, I haven't.
So, have you ever heard of rewilding?
No, not at all.
So you don't have any idea what it could be?
Like rewilding, I'm probably like presuming like say like animals which were in captivity and then they're probably released into the wild, I presume, I reckon, is it?
John Henry Loney is my name. I'm an environmental and sustainability consultant. I have a doctorate in ecology, and I'm an associate professor at the University of Nottingham.
That's actually perfect, isn't it? So I'm going to assume you know quite a lot about rewilding.
I know something about it. I'm more on the other side, but I do know something.
Rewilding, no. I've heard of bringing out of captivity and I guess back into the wild, if that's what rewilding is. Maybe, I'm not quite sure.
What do you think it's about?
I'm guessing it means sort of animals kept in captivity and kind of maybe being brought back into wild habitats.
Do you have any thoughts on what it might be?
I honestly think not quite sure. Not really, no. What was it about exactly?
So rewilding is reintroducing animals and plants back into ecosystems which they've been extinct from, essentially.
Okay, yeah.
That should hopefully help the improvement of the ecology.
Yeah.
That's just a very short explanation. Could you just give us your thoughts on rewilding?
Yes, there's excellent evidence of rewilding in the Yellowstone Park where they introduced wolves, and because of that they got the rivers back into condition, the beavers back into condition, and increased the biodiversity all the way down through the system. So reintroducing wolves into the UK would be hopefully able to achieve a similar improvement of the ecological quality of the countryside.
So what are your thoughts on bringing wolves back to the UK?
I think, why not? I think an argument against it, and I'm just thinking here that people might think that wolves will start killing people, and then that's when it becomes a problem, and then they want to be exterminated, and then wolf hunting begins, and so I think it needs to be maybe gradual, but I don't see why not.
So what are your own thoughts on reintroducing wolves to the UK? Or any large mammals?
Mixed, really, because if it can cause harm to other animals or plants or anything like that, maybe not, but also could it give us a chance to get sort of nature back to a stronger point of view?
To me, I think I don't have no problem with it at all. I think it'd be a good thing, actually. They're helping the environment and stuff like that. Obviously, because they're not exactly about anymore, so introducing them back for our children and the next generation, I would just see them more, stuff like that. Be a great aspect of the future, I'd have thought.
Well, I'll have a massive issue with bringing wolves back into the UK because, say like if you're, for example, you're a farmer, right? Obviously you'll have livestock. So say like you're looking after your sheep, your goats and what have you and stuff. So that is pretty much the prey of the wolf. So then the farmers would be affected, and also the food chain would also be affected because say like if we start attacking one sort of species and then wipe that out, and then we'll be overpopulated with wolves, and then do we need to bring in like another animal to wipe out the wolves, and it's like an ever-ending cycle. But I mean, I don't think the UK, seeing that we're overpopulated with people and we're so modernized, and there's minimum woodlands if you think about it for the woods, so then we'd have like wolves roaming through the cities and stuff, and then that would affect the people, children and what have you, so then that could have put us at risk and also livestock. So yeah, that's my opinion really about having wolves brought back into the UK.
So what are your personal thoughts on reintroducing wolves?
Personally, I think it'd be a great idea, and you would just need to make sure that people understood the conditions about how they would live naturally in the environment, and we could live alongside them.